Well, joining us this morning is Angie Poirier, Director of Communications at the Ottawa Cancer Foundation. She's here to share the heart behind Dear Cancer, a new campaign giving voices to those impacted by cancer while raising awareness and support for free community-based cancer programs here in Ottawa. Good morning, Angie.
Good morning. So nice to see you.
So great to see you. I have to say, first and foremost, I've admired you for so long, so it's really special for me to be sitting here with you today. So I really appreciate taking the time this morning.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy for you in your new role.
It's so great because I'm able to tell stories, that really impact our community. And on top of your new role, you're also a brand ambassador. And how has that kind of evolved over the years? Because it's a really special role.
That's right. So I started as the sort of community ambassador for the Ottawa Cancer Foundation, working while I could because my family was going through our own lived experience with a cancer journey. So in my spare time, I was, listening to people in the community who were sharing their stories with me, being so open. So that led to me wanting to just be more involved in, helping with events and, community endeavors for the Ottawa Cancer Foundation. And then that just naturally evolved into now a new role that I've just stepped into 2 weeks ago as the Director of Communications and Public Relations for the Foundation. So this is allowing me now that I have more time and as our life gets back to normal, a deeper opportunity to tell more stories about the programs and the impact and the incredible stories that we're seeing coming out of the Ottawa Cancer Foundation every single day.
It's truly the perfect fit. And you've been very public about your own family and the cancer that you guys have gone through with Nash. How is he doing today?
He's doing really well. I'm so happy to say he is a healthy, happy, funny little 9-year-old boy getting back to all of his activities that he loved before. And he's really shown us that resilience is what can get you through something that is so dark and so heavy. And the community really rallied around us, and we felt that from the bottom of my heart. I will always be so thankful for that. So I always knew that once he was good and once he was thriving, that this was going to be turning pain into purpose moments for me, where I could now take our lived experience and help other people through that really dark time as well.
And I think it's so incredible because what you and your family have been able to do is going through such a difficult time, sharing your story undoubtedly has helped so many people, not just here in the city, but across the nation. And, those resources are so important. So many times you go to the hospital, especially during these times, and you leave and you have more questions than you got answers.
Yes.
And this is where Dear Cancer steps in. So I would love people at home to know what this initiative is all about.
So this is a brand new campaign that we just launched yesterday. And this was sort of born out of this idea that the Ottawa Cancer Foundation is celebrating a 30th anniversary this year. That's a big deal. And that's 30 years of impact in our city. And we wanted to really showcase what happens there every single day. And I get that question a lot. What happens there? What do they do there? For people who may not have accessed the services or may not, fully know or have lived that journey. So we are so thankful that we had so many clients that put their hand up and stepped forward and were willing to tell their stories in a raw, emotional way. And that's not easy to do. And the idea behind this is, and I think anyone who's, suffered a cancer diagnosis knows that in those darkest times, you have your own conversations with cancer. You curse it, you use all the bad words. You pray to it to leave you, to spare you. You have these dark conversations, but there's something also so empowering about looking it in the eye and telling it what it did do to you, but what it couldn't do, what it couldn't take away. And that's the idea behind this campaign is our own clients, our patients, their caregivers, their family members, telling it from their own story, how they were able to get through that time.
Yeah, it's such a dark time being at your most vulnerable, and for each situation it's a little bit different, like you said, on how you handle it.
Yeah.
And we do have a little bit more information on that as well.
Dear Cancer.
Dear Cancer.
Dear Cancer, you left your scars on me, but they remind me that I won.
Dear Cancer, you tried to write my ending, but I'm still here.
Dear Cancer, you will never take away our hope.
You tried to take my dreams, but I'm still here chasing them.
You tried to take away my future, but I live for today.
You tried to take my son, but he had other plans.
I just love everything about this and the purpose behind it. If people are looking to get more involved, where would they head to, Angie?
So that website right there, dearcancerottawa.ca, you will find all of the deeper stories of all of our clients there. So they really go into depth from the whole journey, from diagnosis to the programs and services they sought out through the foundation, how that helped them get through to where they are now. You see that sort of full evolution. But, you realize that, every cancer journey is different, but there is more to just the medications and the treatments that happen inside the hospital walls. There's everything else that needs to be considered to heal your body, from nutrition to exercise, wellness programs, financial services. It is all encompassing a cancer diagnosis. So to know that you have someone who can walk you through every step of the way through the Ottawa Cancer Foundation, we just encourage you to reach out to find out about the programs that we're offering and to support our events in the community, because of course anything that you support, all of that money goes back to fueling these programs. And we have the Aurora Ball coming up in November to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the Cancer Foundation. So it's just a really exciting time.
All of this help in the scariest times of people's lives is so amazing. Angie, thank you for spending your time with us this morning, and again, for sharing your story, helping so many people out there.
Thank you so much, Will.